we've had our own struggles back here in New Zealand, and we've got farmers, we've got people in the Hawke's Bay and the Gisborne area that
Mm.
have lost everything. It's devastating. So, they'll be anxious, they'll have anxiety, they'll be dealing with their own mental struggles. I've gone through my own little journey. Like for you, have you got any like little tools or tips that you could probably offer to a few of our listeners?
Absolutely, yeah. No, I've been following because I'm from the Bay as well, so I've been following what's been going on back there, and it's crazy. And
Mm.
I can't imagine what it's like to lose pretty much, yeah, everything, your livelihood, your home, everything. So I can't kind of speak to that situation, but I do know that these techniques for me have applied to even the most extreme forms of stress, like when I have kind of felt like I'm about to have a nervous breakdown because of different things that are coming at me. So the tools that I can give, then it has to be a combination of a mental and a physical approach. And the reason is that stress and anxiety attack us mentally through the kind of the negative self-talk that happens in our minds, but also physically through the hormones, the stress hormones that get released and the effects that has on our body. So we have to defend ourselves mentally and physically. And the physical defenses revolve principally around using the breath as a tool to activate the calming, it's called the parasympathetic nervous system that calms you down. And it's an incredibly powerful engine that we have with our breathing if we use it in the right way. And to kind of summarize it, um, without going into detail, the breath has to be nasal and diaphragmatic in order for you to activate that parasympathetic system. And then mentally, it's a kind of a version of mindfulness where you are detaching yourself from what is happening or from what is coming into you and seeing it as just information or contents to your awareness. So we are not like our emotions, we're not our thoughts, we're not our bodies, we are just the observer inside all of that that is experiencing all of this content that's coming to us. And when you can see that and distinguish even between the negative thoughts that are happening inside your own head and see those just as contents of your consciousness, then you can make kind of that jump to the other side of the soundproof glass, and you're no longer kind of affected by all this stuff that goes into your head or comes at you from the outside. So those are
So good.
the two main tools, but the game changer with it, and this is probably the most important part, is that you have to program it into your subconscious. Because if it's something that you like a party trick that you have to kind of get out in the heat of the moment, when I don't know your wife is like screaming at you, or you're
Nagging.
having a yeah, or I don't know, in some like intense business meeting or something, you can't be just like, hey guys, wait a minute, I've just got to go and do my breathing technique in the corner here.
Sure.
It doesn't work
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
right? So it has to be something in the background, and that's subconscious. And so you carry on with your whatever you're doing while you have this immune system that's kicked into gear, a certain type of breathing and a certain mental state. And if that happens, then you're away sailing.